Hello, welcome back to my channel. Today I have a new to me company. I have Delumars, pretty sure that's how you say it. I've been watching a few people with their nails on Instagram and the cuticle oil. She posted that the cuticle oil is super amazing. I've been watching the owner, I've been watching her ambassadors, and I just had to get some cuticle oil. So grabbed some cuticle oils at her new release, and I grabbed a couple of powders because why not try out everything? So I just cut the box open. I haven't looked inside yet. So I am going to check out everything and kind of see how everything looks. This is how the packaging is. Got my little packaging slip. Alright. Here, I always love it when owners take just a second to like write a note. Like, I absolutely love that. So I love it when the owners take just a minute of their time to just, you know, just show their appreciation. So super cute. They were tied with a bow. We're going to get into here. So it looks like in addition to my order, she added a sample of Wanderlust and Divine. So I would assume that would be this one and this little bottle here. I cannot wait to smell these. So these two she sent with the order for free. Like that glitter looks gorgeous, perfect for like I like to do like a Western nail set. So I'll probably do a Western nail set. That was just my foot, if y'all heard that. I'm sitting on my foot in my chair. Probably not the best idea, but it looks super pretty. It looks like it's like brown or wine in there. And then I can't wait to smell this. So those are extras in addition to my order. I saw the scents, and maybe I should just stop sitting on my feet. Making all this noise with my chair. We're just gonna cut into this. Like, she packaged these really well, so ow. My scissors are really sharp. I just poked myself. Like, if your order comes broken, like, your mail people had to like run over it with their truck because this is packaged so well. Oh, and here's the scent description. Peach, apple, melon. Y'all, I am obsessed with a fruity scent. I love fruit scents. Is my thing. I don't know why. And look at the packaging. That is so pretty. And look, they come super sealed. Like, your bottle is not going to leak. Here's the information if you want to check her out on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok. So, this one is peach, apple, melon. I'm not even going to try to attempt her names. I'll have to ask her how to just like she'll have to send me a voice message or something. Alright, so I got a 1 ounce in 2 of them. I'm sorry, I should have like pre-opened those. I didn't know how they were going to be packaged. I should have expected nothing but the best based on everything I've seen. But alright, so this scent is sparkling mandarin, tart grapefruit, and sweet orange. Oh my, I cannot wait to smell these. This is a new one. I think, yeah, this is an older one that everybody loves. This is a newer one. Like, look at the cute labels. Super cute. It kind of tells you what's in it if you didn't know what was in it. If you know what your fruits look like. So I've got those 2 oils. I got both of these in a 1 ounce because I was obsessed with the smell. And the one I've been using, I'm literally almost out of this 1 ounce. This is from Scales of a Mermaid, but I'm almost out of my 1 ounce. So I needed some backup 1 ounces. So I have these. I'm almost out of my other ones. So these came just in time. Oh, so it tells me on the bottom what scent it is. Can't wait to smell them all. I don't actually know what scent that is. I'll have to look it up. Alright, I'm a very fruity person. I don't really like floral scents. Floral scents kind of like make my head hurt. I like fruit scents. I don't really like baking scents either because they make my stomach growl. But anyways, here's the 3 colors I got, but we'll get into those in a minute. I'm obsessed with this like packaging. Your stuff is not going to spill in transit, so yeah. And I got 2 of the smaller ones because I just didn't need 4 ounces. Oh, I guess it's taped on there. Oh goodness. All right, so let me get into these. As the popping sound. All right. This one is called, I know this one is Zephyr. This one could be Meraki. And this one, Ukiyo. One of the two. Ukiyo, I don't know. This one is Orange Blossom, Cotton Blossom, and Linen. This one is going to be your like linen on the line. I love the smell of fresh linens. I don't know, it's just an obsession. I love them. It tells you how to use the cuticle oil. It tells you what's in it. And then it's like sealed. So I'll have to unseal them and smell them all. Because obviously I'm going to do a nail set. I got 3 colors. She threw in a 4th, so we'll have to see how it all works out. But I got some fall colors to try out. Sorry if all this packaging is annoying, but I didn't know it was going to come like this. If you like it, that's great too. It's even better if you do like it, but I'm sorry if you don't. Oh my gosh. Girl. Get it together. All right. This one is aloe, lime, and cantaloupe. Yeah, this is probably going to remind me of like cucumber melon, which I lathered myself in when I was a teenager. Aloe, lime, cantaloupe. Super cool. So these are the 2 sizes that she offers. These are the reason I went on the website. I waited for the drop. These are the reason I went on the website, was for the cuticle oils. I know that, I think these 3 are new releases. Yeah, I think these 3 are new releases that just dropped. Oh, if I can ever get it to sit right. I think these 3 are new, but I had to have this one too. So I'm set for cuticle oil for a while. Perfect in time for winter. All right. And then I got 3 colors. Merlot, Blaze, and Bowbridge. I don't know. One of the 2, bow, I don't know. All right, so they are gorgeous. I'm going to open them up and we'll take a look at everything. All right, I've got everything opened. I'm going to show you the dip colors. All right, so this one is Blaze. I can already tell that it's chromable. Yeah, like holy crap. I don't even know if you can see if I get really close. There you go. Oh my gosh, that is so pretty. I'm orange obsessed. So if y'all know me, I love that one. This one I'll save for last. Like, just look at that in the jar. Look at that shimmer. All right. Oh my gosh. I don't even need to get that close for that one. And it's chromable. You can tell if it like sits in the lid like that. So, oh my gosh. Look at that. Whew. Gorgeous. And they will match perfectly with this one. This one is more like a topper. This kind of like reminds me of like crushed leaves. So let me put it in this other container so you guys can kind of see it better. All right. So this is one of those ones where you kind of just got to like trust that it's going to be beautiful. These are a bunch of foils. So it's basically like a foil dip, but it's good. I'll put a picture on the screen over here of what it looks like, but this is one of those trust the process ones because it'll look better with the glossy top coat. I'm just going to pour it back into the container. And then we're going to check out Wanderlust. I think it's going to match so good. Let's look at it. This sample is so cute. Alright, so now I'm just going to dump it into this dip cup. It's a Flexi Boat from Liquid Layers. Oh yeah, these are going to match perfect. They're not brown. They match the color of this perfectly. So they match Merlot perfectly. Like, let me get up so you can see if it'll focus. Yeah, you can see like the reflect is a Merlot. It's not brown. Ooh, awesome job pairing that in there. Now I just need to get a nude. And that blue, I wonder, I'll ask her what blue matches that, but woo-wee, beautiful. So, last but not least, it is time for you to get my reaction on how these smell. This one is even taped closed. Alright, so it's not going to open. Nothing is going to open in transit, y'all. If you're worried about spilling, nothing is going to open in transit. So I'm going to smell it off camera. Ooh, that's not even too strong of like a floral scent. It does smell divine. So that's divine. All right, next I'm so curious to smell this one. This is like the cucumber melon, so I'm just gonna put it right here. Oh, that rolls really well, the roller ball. Oh yeah, this is so good. It's like a spa scent, if I was to say. All right, the next one is Zephyr. This is gonna be your linen scent, like fresh linens. Oh yeah, this is usually the scent I'll have in my wax warmers. I love this one. This is the perfect linen scent. All right, so now it's time for these. And the matte bottle is so cute on these. So these ones have your regular glossy bottle, but this one is a matte bottle. I feel like that's so classy. Oh, and it's got like instead of the pokey dropper, it's got the round dropper. Oh, that's super cool. Let's smell it. Let's rub it in. Oh, it feels good too. Like it's not slimy. All right, let's smell it. Oh, yes. Oh, it smells so good. It smells so good. This one is sparkling mandarin, tart grapefruit, sweet orange. It smells so good. Oh, y'all, I'm going to be smelling my hands all day. And, like, look, it already pretty much soaked in. Like, see, it's not even oily still in the one on my hands. Almost soaked in even though I just left them there. Like, the soak-in time is awesome. This is one I think I was most excited to get because I love those scents. Alright, so let's just do the rest of the nails because they need it. One little drop will do too. Like, you don't have to put a whole lot. And then just kind of rub it in. Don't forget when you're oiling to get underneath, like, your hyponychium area. Get your side walls. I might as well just give you a whole tutorial while I'm doing this. Because I'm doing this unboxing during nap time, but I'll have to do the recording of the mani later. Like, it's almost already soaked in and I just finished rubbing it in. Crazy. Oh my gosh. Yep. So of them, I think I'm stuck between this one and this one being my favorite. Y'all definitely need to try them out. Like, my hands are not greasy already. Like, it's already completely soaked in. Like, that's freaking wild. Usually my hands are oily for a long time. Obsessed. All right. So, I also don't know what I'm going to do for my nails yet at this time of the unboxing. Here are all the ones that I bought. I did buy these with my own money as well. These were not sent to me. So, just a little FYI. She did send extras, but I did order these with my own money. So, the review is going to be honest of the powders, but I can already tell that I'm going to love everything. So, my babies are napping. I'm going to have to wait to do the video until tonight, but I will, for y'all, I will be back in just a second, but I will pick a design, I'll get it together, and I will come back and do a set. If you're looking at these and wondering where the video is, go check my previous upload, and I have a full tutorial for you.
All right, we have switched to a voiceover, and I'm using my new mic, so I hope everything sounds a lot clearer. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to set up everything. I'm going to be using the 3 colors that I actually did order because I did feel like they were a perfect pair, well, a perfect pairing, not pair, but pairing of colors. So I'm just going to get everything set up. I'm going to be using my Flexi Boats because I am absolutely obsessed with these. I still have my cupcake liners, but I don't use them anymore because I have these Flexi Boats. And I'm going to be putting them on that medium-sized flexible mat as well when I've finished pouring them into their respective boats. This just helps me not have them in the jar because I'm just not one to dip into the jar. I mean, my nails are medium length. They're not long by any means, but they're also not short. So, I mean, just having the length that I do, I just don't like to dip them in the jar. Number one, the jars are pretty decently full, and I usually make a mess, or I'll get a wrinkle in the powder, and neither of those are what I would like to do. So, I just pour them in the Flexi Boats, and I just dip in the Flexi Boats, as you'll see. Also, I am going to be doing the gel method with these just because I usually show it with dip liquids, but lately I've just been obsessing over the gel method. So yeah. Also, I did put my sunscreen on. I have been always forgetting my gloves, and I'm really bad about my gloves. So I've been making sure to put sunscreen on my hands before I get started with the application, just because it gives that little bit of extra protection. So if you're looking to do gel method, I would highly recommend either wearing the UV gloves or just throwing on some sunscreen, or doing both if you like double protection. But I went ahead and I put peel base on my nails because I still do want to have them come off easier, but I'm going to be using the gel method, so they're going to stick on pretty well. If you use gel method with the peel base, it usually lasts until you want to take them off. I left these on for about 5 days and they stayed on perfectly fine. I have no issues as long as you make sure to cap your edges. Now, I'm going to show you how I do a foil dip. So, I've done a foil dip before with dip liquids. I prefer to do a foil dip, especially when it has colored foils. I prefer to do that with gels just because for me it's a little bit easier because the foils do not bleed. Sometimes colored foils have a tendency to bleed, even gold, they have a tendency to bleed. So I'm just going to show you how I do it. So what I do is I put a layer of gel base on the entire nail. I will dip my nail into the foil and I'll just press them down. I don't worry about cleaning the cuticle line. I don't worry about that at this stage. Just because when I'm putting the gel on, I'm really careful to not flood my cuticles or anything. So I know there's nothing back there, but I just let the excess hang over the edge. I don't worry about placing it. I just let it be. And then I go ahead and I do all of the foil nails that I decide that I'm going to be doing with the gel method. I just go ahead and do all of them and just knock that out either first or I do it last. I usually do it first because the foils like to fly, so I don't like them to get onto the other nails. So I'm going to do the same thing. I'm just going to dip my nail. I'm going to put the gel base over the nail completely, and I'm just going to dip my nail into the foil dip. Now, I do like to make sure that I'm getting a good bit of foils on them. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to cure my nails. I like to cure foils for 60 seconds to make sure that they are stuck. And then I'm going to take one of these little stiffer brushes and I'm going to just scrape off the excess foils. So anything that is not stuck is going to come off. It's going to scrape off. It's going to just be wiped off with that. Kind of like dip powder, like excess powder. But what happens is all of the parts of the foils that are on still will be stuck to the nail. So for the second layer, I like to shake the flexi boat and make sure that I can get a majority of the foils up to the top. Now this is going to give you more coverage for your foils. It is also going to make sure that you get like a better coverage of them. Now, I don't really like a whole lot of empty spaces when I do foils. I like my foil nails to be completely foiled. I don't like a lot of negative space. If you do, then that's great. Or if you want to use it as a topper, you can do that as well. But with these nails, I wanted that fall leaf pile, fresh fallen leaves look to them. So I like to get a super full coverage, foils everywhere look. That's exactly what I got at the end. But I just press the foils onto the nail and keep going. So now with it, sometimes what I'll do as well is I will actually sift out. I will like separate the foils from the clear powder and I will only use foils because then you get no open spots because the clear what's happening is the clear is taking the place of where the foils could be. And sometimes I'm not really a fan of that, but I just left the dip alone for now because I mean it is a dip powder. So it's not like a foil, like just foils. It's a dip powder, so you can use it with liquids and stuff too. But that's what the clear is for, like a space holder. But this is the look that I want. The one on my thumb, I want it to be super jam-packed full of foils. And I just press them down to make sure that they seal into the gel. And then I just do another full cure for 60 seconds. And then I will have 2 full, completely just about opaque nails. Now, what's really good about glitters and foils is that after you brush off the excess, what you can do is you can go in and you can just hand place a couple of foils where you want them to be, or a couple of glitter pieces if it's a glitter, and it won't like take away from the look. You're able to just go in and just fill those holes per se. So I did speed it up just a little bit because I felt like it was a little bit repetitive. So at this stage, what I like to do as well is I like to go ahead and use a small file and just fix the stuff that's kind of hung over the edges and just kind of like shape the nails really well, because I don't clear cap, I don't use a builder gel, I don't use a rubber base on top. I just use gel base and gel top coat on top of these. Um, for me, I just find that sometimes that's just the best way. Sometimes if I have like a thicker, chunkier glitter, I'll use rubber base or I'll use a builder gel on top just to make sure that the top layer is smooth. But I didn't really have to do that with this. Like, I mean, they were flat pretty much, and all I did was do a gel base and wipe it off and shape the nails a little bit and then put a top coat on top. I just found that that worked really well for me. Also, right now, I'm just finding the spots that are a little bit bare. And then the excess that I brushed off, I'm just going to take an orange wood stick and I'm just going to pick some of those pieces up off the mat and I'm just going to place them on the nail. Because this mat caught all of the excess foils. I didn't think that there was enough on the mat initially, but there ended up being plenty on the mat, plenty of bigger pieces, not just little like micro shavings. And I just placed them on the nail where the empty spots were. And you'll see in the end with the pictures, like how good the coverage was. Now I saw a red foil that I just wanted to put in there because I'm going to be using the red and the orange. And I just wanted to add that into the nail. So, I mean, you can really do whatever you want as far as coverage goes. If you want to leave those couple of holes, go for it. If you want to put like some bigger glitters there instead of using the foil, go for it. You know, I mean, it's pretty much whatever you want to do. Like I had said before, like it's your preference on what you want to do with your nails. So, I mean, it just really is what it is. So the next colors, I'm just going to finish up with this. I'm going to give my hand another cure, but I'm just only going to cure for 30 seconds because I don't need to worry about anything super falling off. So I'm just going to cure for 30 seconds. And then we're going to move on to doing the other colors. I did decide to do 2 red nails and then the orange middle finger. I do chrome the pinky and then the other 2 I just leave alone. Also, my camera did not apparently record the stamping that I did. So, yeah, we went straight from applying the base coat to the final reveal. I don't know what happened. I guess I got a phone call like mid recording, when I started to hit record, and it like literally recorded the very beginning of what I was doing, and then it stopped. So I was like, I'm not even going to include it. So I need to learn to put my phone on do not disturb when I'm doing my nails. So yeah, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a full layer of the red on the pinky and the index finger. I'm going to do a layer of the orange on the middle finger. Then I'm going to cure for 60 seconds. And then when I bring my nails out, I'm going to chrome the pinky. And then I'm going to do another dip on the index finger and the middle finger. And then I'm going to do a base coat on top of everything. And then it'll show the final reveal at the end, but I'm going to do some stamping, which I'm going to do a layered sunflower, and then I will come back in the end with some final thoughts. All right, we are all finished. Here is what it looks like at the very end. I love how it turned out. I think the chrome is so pretty over Merlot. It is just gorgeous. Blaze is also like the perfect fall orange. So I like how this turned out. Obviously, I'm going to do a little bit of cleanup. I left this part in because I wanted to show you guys how easy it is to just dump from the flexi boats back into the jars, and then the flexi boats clean out just with a little wipe of your dust brush, and then you're ready to use them again. I could have used one flexi boat for this entire process, but I love them. And then I went ahead and I put my oil on. I used the Meraki oil. I love this one. All right, so here's everything in the sun. I had to show y'all what it looks like in the sun because like I'm obsessed with doing that. I will probably continue to do that because I love looking at nails in real natural sunlight. The ring light just doesn't do it for me. So I hope y'all enjoyed this video. I hope you give Delumars a check and have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will catch y'all on the next one.